Mojikai Karate Rinshi Darby, and what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be giving a lesson on how to properly throw a front kick. This is one of our fundamental kicks that we teach to white belts and beginners. I see a lot of students who transfer in from other styles or other schools that know how to do a front kick, but they do them wrong because they're not made to practice them correctly. And this technique has got a very specific position for the foot and the knee, and I'm going to show you how to do the foot position, and then I'm going to show you how to do two different types of front kicks for two different purposes. Now, to the novice or to the outside individual who doesn't understand karate, there's not going to seem like there's a whole lot of difference between these two types of kicks. And I've heard people say a front kick is a front kick. Well, that's not true. You've got different types of kicks for different types of purposes, and I will explain that to you fully. The first thing you need to know is when you throw a front kick, the position of the foot itself from the ankle down, what you've got to do is you've got to make sure that the ankle is straight, okay, but the toes pulled back. Imagine it's like standing on tiptoes, okay? Same position, toes back, ankle straight. Sometimes I see people do it and the ankle is halfway straight, okay? And I see a lot of people that do it and the ankle is not locked forward at all. It's in this position. This is how you would want a side kick, but front kick you want the ankle straight, tight as possible, and the toes pulled back. The reason for that is you're going to be kicking with the ball of the foot, okay? Kicking with this part, not down here underneath the small toes, but underneath the big toe where the big padding of the foot is at. This is called toshi. All right, toshi also means fighting spirit, but in this case, when we say toshi, we're talking about the ball of the foot. Okay, and this is how you want the foot position to be. Okay, like standing on tiptoes, like that. All right. Work that a lot. The way you want to work that is you can do it standing or you can do it sitting. Okay? If you're doing it sitting, what you want to do is you want to get a ball or something in front of you that will move. You can even do it with the wall, but usually a ball is easier because you can actually push it and move it. And you want to push that forward. But don't let the bottom of the toes touch the ball. Okay? If you're going to do it standing, here, flex. Flex. And what you're doing is you're making the calf tighten. Okay? And this is the position. You can practice doing this. This is what we do with what we call our mini mojus, our 4, 5, and 6-year-old class. And we make them do this. And this is how we practice the front kicks for them. So a lot of different ways you can practice that foot position, but you want to make sure that you get that position right, because if you don't, either you're not going to have any power because you're going to hit wrong and it's going to be a push kick instead of a front kick, or you're not going to pull your toes back and you're going to wind up breaking a toe or jamming a toe and hurting yourself. Now, with that being said, and we understand the foot position, let's talk about what we do with the leg. Like with all kicks, and I have stressed this on all of our videos and I stress it in class every time we're working kicks. Every kick, I don't care what kind of kick you do, you have to bend the knee. The knee has to move, all right? A front kick is called a front kick because it is going off the front of your body. If you were my target, my front kick would come in this direction, okay? And you see, when you look at the video, what you're looking at is the ball of my foot facing here, okay? Notice also that after I kick, I'm pulling my knee back in before I set it down. All right? Always work that. You hear a lot of times people say, pick your knee up before you kick, but they never say pull it back in after you kick. All right? And I will discuss that when I demonstrate on the bag over here. So, working the knee. Now I'm changing targets. Now my target's off to your left-hand side. So, picking the knee up here. Now, if you're flexible and you want to throw high kicks, that's good. The higher you throw your kick, the higher the knee comes. For fundamental kicks, I like to keep my kicks to the body, okay? Doing sparring, I very rarely ever kick high. All right. Several reasons for that. One, that I'm older now and don't have as much control as I used to have, so I'm worried I'm going to hurt somebody if I hit them high. But really, it's just a quicker, easier kick, and you can get more power when you come down low. The human body is not designed for throwing high kicks. All right. If you're in a self-defense situation or you're training real fighting, we're not designed to stand on one leg. Okay? So whenever you throw high kicks, you're not only standing on one leg for an extended period of time, you're standing on one leg and flexing your hips in a manner that's unnatural to the human body. And that is the primary reason why I teach all our kicks to the body first, and then the only reason we do high kicks at all in Mojigai in our classes is because if you know how to do high kicks, that makes your low kicks, your body kicks, even better. Now, so you're not going to see me with the knee up high, getting ready to throw high kicks. You're going to see good body kicks, about chest high or lower. All right. The stomach, the chest, this is a good area of the rib cage for front kicks. Starting off with, we're going to pick our knee up here. Okay. Notice that when I pick my knee up, I'm automatically, knowing I'm going to throw a front kick, I'm automatically putting that foot in that position. Okay? I want to be able to just extend my leg, and the foot is where it needs to be. I'm not picking my foot up like this. I'm not picking my foot up like this. I already have it in that position. Okay? So we're going to practice to begin with. Not really slow kicks. Slow kicks, when I do slow kicks, I like to do them for counts of 10. Slow counts of 10, not fast counts of 10. And that's a little difficult as you progress through your belt ranks and you get the techniques down and you get the feel for it. Then yes, I want you to push yourself to those higher and higher limits. But about a 4 count, and this is the way I break down the front kick. First count will be pick the knee up. 1. Second count is extend the foot to the target. Notice how the ankle is locked down, the toes are pulled back. I'm not touching with the pinky toe side. I'm touching with the toshi here behind the big toe. Then count number 3 is pull the knee back in, and count 4 is set it down. All right. Don't lean on your target. Just touch. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good front kick. Now, when you pick your knee up to throw the kick, this is not only preparing to throw the kick, but look at the position you're in when you pick the knee up. Boom. This is a block. You're blocking with the shin. There should be no wasted movement in karate. If you're in a class or you have a teacher who is not showing you exactly what every movement is for and how this movement transitions into that movement and why you're doing this, we call that bunkai, you're not getting good instruction. So make sure you understand what the motion is for. Why is your teacher telling you to do it this way versus that way? Because that's important. Now, if our shin is going to be creating a block before we throw the kick, shin block, kick, what is it doing when we pull it back in? Well, that's a block too, isn't it? Okay? So you're not wasting any of that movement. I want you to be thinking like that. All right? Now, the other thing about working that knee in and out, in and out, in and out, when you throw your kicks, is it also helps you correct your balance so that if you have to, you can come kick, kick again. All right? May not have to be a front kick. You may go front kick, side kick. Okay? But if you don't work that knee, you're not going to be able to do that. Now, first type of front kick that I like to teach. You have what I call long front kick or primary front kick, the way that I call it. And then you have snap front kick. Okay? So a primary front kick is going to look like this. You're going to pick the knee up. You're going to extend the leg. And at the same time you're extending the leg, you'll notice I keep adjusting my position. I'm getting a little bit more distance. because to create more power in your kick, what you're going to do is when you come up and out, you're going to push this hip and extend that body out. Okay? That's going to give you about 4 to 6 extra inches of reach. And that is also going to give you 4 to 6 extra inches of penetration into your target, which is how we create damage to our opponent in a self-defense situation. So work on doing that. I'm going to do it without the bag so that you can see the extension. It's up, out, in, and down. Okay? Again, up, out, in, and down. All right? And that is a primary front kick. The second way that I teach how to do front kicks is what I call a snap front kick. And the reason I teach the primary way first, the basic way first, is because students will always follow the easiest path. That's human nature. So we want you to learn the strong way first, and then we'll show you the quick, easy way. All right? A snap front kick it's not for creating damage. This is to keep people off of you. Okay? Just snap, quick, quick, quick. Now notice, you can hear the geese snap because I'm still locking the leg out, but I'm just bringing it back in quick. Boom. And I'm not pushing the hip out because I don't want to get my weight transferred forward like that because I'm trying to be quick. Boom, and move. All right? Now, most people throw a snap front kick off the front leg. Okay? And that's good. It's a real good, quick defensive position. It's kind of like a jab, only with your foot. You can use it to measure distance. You can use it to keep that opponent pushed back off of you. You can use it to create time so that you can move out of the way. But what I very rarely ever see is anybody throwing the power front kick off the front leg. The primary front kick where they're using the hip to generate that extra distance and reach. But you can do this. And you're really going to wind up with a better front leg front kick if you practice doing it. So what you would do, notice my stance is changing again. I don't have that deep stance like I'm doing katas or moving around a lot. This is more of an actual fighting position, okay? With your legs under you about shoulder width apart. You're going to pick that knee up. Remember, all kicks, the knee comes up first, okay? So when you throw this front leg, now what you're going to do is your hips are going to stretch forward. You're basically right here with this back leg, you're pushing your body, your lower body forward so that your hips now, my center of balance is here, my head is going to stay here, but my hips are going to come forward. See how my head doesn't move, but my hips come forward, all right? That is creating that reach, all right? So front leg, boom, there. You see?